Hello, I'm Bernie Hayes. Today's guest is Stephanie Slideshow Crusoe, and we'll be talking about line dancing and other things today on The Bernie Hayes Show. And welcome back. I am Bernie Hayes. My guest is Stephanie Slideshow Crusoe. Stephanie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Oh, so nice. Slideshow. That's in your name. Well, what does that mean? You're a choreographer, right?
Yes, I am a choreographer, and I founded a group called Slideshow.
Uh-huh.
I was line dancing or slide dancing in the library. They had classes there in the Central West End. Mm-hmm. And I talk to myself when I dance. If I hear it, I'm more likely to do it. Okay. And so I was talking to myself, and after a particular dance, one of the ladies, Hassie Hayes, she did ask me where I held classes, and I told her, I'm not an instructor, I don't have classes. And she told me, you need to have classes. And she gave me a piece of paper and a telephone number, and she says, call that lady at Gamble Recreation Center. Tell her you want to start a class there. I did what she said. Ms. Hayes also told me, call it the Slideshow or something. And so that's how we got the name Slideshow.
Oh, that's wonderful.
The class was given to me. And when I went to Gamble, little did I know, the lady I was instructed to talk to was actually Hassie Hayes' daughter.
Wow.
And so she just said, when do you want to start? And so that's how it all got started for me with instruction back in 2009.
Mm-hmm. I was just totally surprised at how big hip-hop was. Dr. Roz Norman and I did, when I was at Webster University, and Roz was there also, and she did several classes on hip-hop. And I had no idea how big hip-hop had become. And now, after seeing you and talking to you and seeing some of the people who be around you, I was totally blown away at how big line dancing is and slide dancing is.
Yes.
I remember electric slide. I remember Casper. But see, when I was growing up, the only thing we had, and line dancing was very, very popular, was called Madison Time.
Okay.
Ray Bryant's Big Time. So that was the way we line danced. That was the original line dance, I do believe. But you've done so much more. So how did you get into it, Stephanie?
How did I get into it? Well, I got into it back in 2001. A good friend of mine invited me out to dance. Mm-hmm. And I went with her to a place called Two Brothers, okay, which is on Natural Bridge. And that's where I started. I got hooked on it. So I've been dancing since 2001. I became an instructor in 2009. Okay, so that's how I got into it.
My wife has a song called Basement Party. And let me show the people about a little bit of Stephanie and Basement Party.
This next dance is called Basement Party, the easiest dance you'll ever learn. Okay, the easiest dance you'll ever learn. The name of the song is Basement Party by UV Hayes. She allowed me to choreograph her song. Okay. Yeah, we're getting ready to get down.
Talking about a basement party.
Kind of bluesy.
Yeah. Ooh, babe.
Cha-cha up.
Work
Right.
hard all week.
And roll it.
On my 9 to 5.
Cha-cha back on the right.
Just got my check.
Just walk.
And I'm feeling alright.
Cross over.
Stop by the
Left over right. Quarter left. Right over left. And 1, 2, 3, side right, side left. Starts over.
BYOB.
Roll it on the right.
Bring whatever you like.
Take it back.
Cause we'll be stepping.
Now just walk. Get it down. Now walk back. Quarter right. Roll it. Good. right, turn something to your left. Roll. And just rock. One side.
I feel like I should be giving up.
Walk back. Go back. Back. Walk. Rock. Repeat, same thing. There.
You leading me on.
Walk back.
Don't
Back.
like where
Back. Walk.
it's on. You got me stuck in all your apologies.
Yeah. Walk around. Tap left. Left. Back.
Feel the same. I hope it hurts to it with my pain.
Well, Stephanie, here's a thing that you did for talking about Basement Party by my wife, UV Hayes. Let's hear this.
Talking about a basement party. Ooh-wee, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, baby. Work hard all week on my 9 to 5. Just got my check and I'm feeling alright. Stop by the cleaners on my way home. 'Cause we're gonna party all night long. BYOB, bring whatever you like. 'Cause we'll be stepping all night. No need to worry, everything's gonna be okay. 'Cause we're gonna party tonight. Welcome to my basement party. We'll be stepping all night long. Welcome to my basement party. We'll be stepping all night long. Ooh. Blue lights, they fill the room. Get close to someone like a bride and groom. 'Cause we're gonna party like it's 2023. There is no cover charge to party with me. You bring some drinks and I'm gonna fry some chicken. We gonna party and keep it finger licking, baby. No need to worry, everything's gonna be okay. 'Cause we're gonna party tonight. Welcome to my basement party. Ooh, baby, we'll be stepping all night long. Welcome to my basement party. Yeah. Ooh. Baby, we'll be stepping all night long. Welcome to my basement. Step, side to side. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Well, Stephanie, you talked about doing the dance, and then you showed how to dance, and then we saw the dance live. My goodness. How did you come over those steps?
Those steps, well, I had to listen to the music first. When I listen to the music, there's a certain effect that it has on me. And sometimes when you choreograph a song, you might start with the hook because the hook moves you. On this particular song, Basement Party, which I love, I was moved by the first beat. And so I wanted to do something simple so that the general public could catch the song and catch the steps. So Basement Party, the steps are steps that anyone can do.
Okay.
And so Basement Party is for everyone.
I noticed you recently had a birthday party, I think it was, and some people from all over the country was there, and they also gave instructions and so forth. How big is line dancing now?
Line dancing is huge. And I keep using those terms interchangeably. In St. Louis, we started with the term slide dancing.
Okay.
If you move across the country, you'll hear line dancing, which is becoming a more common term. If you go to Detroit, Michigan area, they call it hustling. And in some places in the South, they call it twining.
Wow.
But all of those terms are interchangeable, but I think line dancing is becoming more of the common term. It is a huge community of line dances, line dance organizations all across the United States of America.
Well, that was surprising to me that, and you're in touch with all these different people and people from different cities, and they're also instructors and so forth. So apparently it's bigger than I thought. With New Life Evangelistic Center, I'm talking to Stephanie Slideshow Crusoe, and we'll be back with Stephanie and more about line dancing and slides after this.
This is an opportunity that God has given all of us at this time to work together to reopen 1411 Locust, which is so urgently needed at this community. I thank God for Bernie Hayes and for his support and standing with us all these particular years. Now it's so critical that you and I do our part also. As Bernie's been partnering with us here at NLEC TV, we've continued to maintain faith, continue to move forward, and now the doors have been opened. The City of St. Louis has approved our architectural plans. We've been given the go-ahead to make the necessary renovations that are needed. We need some miracles, and that's why I'm asking all of you prayer warriors out there, all of you that are going to use that mustard seed of faith to remove the mountains. There's some mountains. Rich and powerful people who move back in the neighborhood, and they don't want 1411 Locust to open. They'd rather leave the people out on the street to slowly die, starved, used, misused, worked over by drug dealers, alcohol, and everything else. We want this place to be a place of hope for those that have lost all hope. And we want to open the doors, and we can do it. As you prayer warriors, go to God in earnest prayer, knocking on the doors of heaven. When He says, ask, it shall be given you, seek, and you shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you. Please continue to pray. Pray that God will just let the financial resources come in so we can make all of these repairs. He'll raise up the dedicated laborers for the harvest, that we will continue to see Him do exceedingly abundantly beyond what we can even ask or think. Yes, this is a spiritual battle. The principality and powers are fighting from every direction, but greater is He who's in us than he that's in the world. And that's why I'm asking all of you to join us in prayer. Believe God with us. Contact us at New Life Evangelistic Center if you believe that there's people God laid on your heart that we should see. Ask for myself, Larry Rice, or my grandson, Chris Aaron Rice, that we can go visit and share the dream with you, and call us at 314-421-3020. Please pray. Get involved now. We need the body of Christ to arise as we work together to reopen this building for the glory of God.
And welcome back. My guest is Stephanie Slideshow Crusoe. Stephanie Crusoe. Stephanie, when you hear a song itself and they ask you to, create the steps, is that all in your mind? Is that coming up? Do you hear the song itself and say, well, let's do this step or this twist or whatever?
Generally, I listen to the music. I think about the audience. Who is this line dance for? Is it for beginners?
Sure.
Is it for line dancers who are intermediate? Is it for advanced sliders? And so I determine that, and it's just creativity.
Okay. Here's a line dance that you were doing. There's no music to it, but you were just actually telling the people on how to do it. And we will watch this.
So there are 4 parts to the dance, front and back wall. No specials. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all got that? Y'all want to practice your rolling again? 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. From here we're going to weave. Back and front toe twist, quarter turn. 5, 6, 7, 3, roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. Weave, quarter right. Roll again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we're going to walk back. then quarter right. Right, left, toe twist, quarter right. You see the difference? From the top. 5, 6, 7. Roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back and front, quarter right. Roll. Now walk back, quarter right. Good. Guess what we're going to do this time? We're going to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. But check this out. Shuffle to your right. Turn, shuffle to the left. So we're on the back wall. 5, 6, 7. Roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shuffle. Turn, shuffle. Roll again. 2. Now just rock. Hey. That's part 1. Part 1 is part 1 is part 1. It's always part 1. Let's review part 1. 5, 6, 7. Roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Weave and quarter right. Roll it. Walk back on the right. Quarter right. Roll. Shuffle to your right. Shuffle to your left. Roll. Hey, just rock. 6, 7, 8. Perfect. That's part 1.
Okay, now this one, you actually are listening to music and you're giving them instructions. Let's watch this one also. Stephanie, that's encouraging. Do people come to you to ask you about certain records? If they bring a record to you and say, Stephanie, can you maybe do a line dance to this or choreograph this?
Most of the time, I listen to music myself.
Okay.
And I decide if that music is speaking to me, I want to create some steps to it because I feel that it's worthy of the choreography. Now, keep in mind, sometimes there are different choreographers across the United States who are listening to that same music. Generally speaking, we try not to choreograph a song that another line dance choreographer has made. However, there are no strict rules about that, so everybody can dance.
Okay.
Sometimes there are even 2 dances done on the dance floor to the same song, and we're okay with that. Everyone is having fun.
It's so interesting. The concept that you do, I was wondering, do you have any classes going now, and how can one reach you, and how can one perhaps join your class and learn all these wonderful steps?
Yes, as I stated earlier, there are line dance classes all over the United States. And if you're looking for a class to go to in your city, you can always go to urbanlinedancing.com.
Urbanlinedancing.com.
Yes, you can go to urbanlinedancing.com, put in the name of your city and state, and some classes will most likely appear.
Well, what about Stephanie's slideshows? Crusoe, how can we join her classes? How do we
Here
get
in
to
St.
review?
Louis, I teach line dance on Thursdays from 6:30 until 8:30 at Unity Evangelical Lutheran Church. That's 8454 Glen Echo Drive.
Okay, that's right off Chambers Road, right?
I'm sorry?
It's right off Chambers.
It's off of Natural Bridge, close to Hanley.
Okay,
in
Natural Bridge.
Belnor, Missouri.
Okay, okay. Now, once again, that address?
8454 Glen Echo Drive.
Okay. And those are what days?
That's on Thursdays from 6:30 until 8:30 p.m.
Is there a cost for that?
Yes, there's a cost, a minimal cost. I love to dance so much. It's not about the money. It's about having fun. I'm not selling line dance classes. I'm actually selling happiness. And we are so happy when we are line dancing. So Thursdays from 6:30 to 8:30, Unity Evangelical, 8454 Glen Echo. The first hour is beginners. The second hour, starting at 7:30, starts the intermediate and advanced hour.
Well, how can we get one of those wonderful shirts that you're wearing?
Oh, come see me or contact me. Once you become a class member, from time to time, we order T-shirts. Now, this is a special made T-shirt for me. I love it so. But yes, we have T-shirts that everyone can purchase when we have a special event. When you came to the Glow Party, all of us had on purple shirts at that time. And then Saturday night, we had on glow shirts that actually glow in the dark.
Okay. And also, I noticed, Stephanie, that there's no limit to age. I mean, there's no people too young and no one too old to do these wonderful steps that you teach.
It's open to everyone. The last I heard, the median age was age 40. But it's open to everyone. So that's what I enjoy about it. It's disguised exercising.
Wow.
It's like low impact aerobics, but it doesn't feel like exercise.
It's
And
just fun.
we can dance all day. As long as I play music, people will dance.
Now, I noticed that even some of the dullest parties, they're playing perhaps some slow songs or some doo-wops or something, but yet and still, every time there's a line dance hit, everybody hits the floor. Tell us why is that?
Yes, indeed, because it's so much fun. You get to move with the music that you enjoy, and you get to move your body, and we just really like to do it. We're moving in sync, so it's a social activity.
That's great. So once again, how can we reach you?
You can reach me by emailing me at slideshow314@hotmail.com.
And your classes are when and where?
The classes are at Unity Evangelical Lutheran Church, 8454 Glen Echo Drive in Belnor.
When?
From 6:30 until 8:30 p.m. And sometimes we go beyond 8:30 because it's hard to stop dancing.
And what days?
That's on Thursdays.
On Thursdays. All right, Stephanie, we'll be right back with Stephanie Slideshow Crusoe after this.
God loves a cheerful giver. Even though things are really tough right now, you can make a difference in the lives of so many. New Life has been doing this work for 50 years, and we have seen God's gracious goodness through people like you who have participated in this work. There are so many people who are suffering. More people are becoming homeless for the first time with the rising costs of inflation and food and housing and so many other commodities. We need help. You can make a difference today in the lives of so many. I'm reminded of all of our partners throughout 50 years who have been blessed as they've given to the work of New Life. We are thankful for even people like Bernie Hayes and Sakid Baruti and all the work that they do through New Life. If you enjoy their show, give God the glory. We're so thankful that they have been faithful with New Life for so many years. You can make a difference today by giving your tax-deductible gift to P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri. Or go to newlifeevangelisticcenter.org or call 314-420-3020 today to get involved in this incredible work.
Our Black History subject for today is legendary dancer, choreographer, and anthropologist Katherine Dunham, who was born June 22, 1909. In 1940, she formed the Katherine Dunham Dance Company, which became the premier facility for training dancers. Alumni include Perfect Hit, Marlon Brando, and Julie Belafonte. She directed the Katherine Dunham School of Dance in New York and was artist-in-resident at Southern Illinois University. She was called the matriarch of black dance. Dunham accepted a position at Southern Illinois University in East St. Louis in the 1960s, and during her tenure, she secured funding for the Performing Arts Training Center. She was a recipient of Kennedy Center's Awards Honor and many other honors, and a star on the St. Louis Walk of Fame. Dunham passed away on Sunday, May 21st, 2006, at the age of 96. Katherine Dunham.
During this holiday season, we join the New Life Evangelistic Center search and rescue teams. You can do that by volunteering, by praying, and through your direct giving. During this time, we need a financial miracle. We can not only raise money for all the meals that we're distributing to the individuals that are living on the street, but blankets are urgently needed. Sleeping bags, tents, gloves, socks, hats, warm winter coats, and much more. For further information, call us at 314-421-3020. Your gift is absolutely essential at this time. So many people are hurting, and donations are way down during this holiday season. We need a financial miracle at New Life Evangelistic Center so we can continue to be there when people are hurting. It's New Life Evangelistic Center, P.O. Box 473, St. Louis, Missouri, that's 63166. You can give online at newlifeevangelisticcenter.org so that we have the tools as our teams go forth. If you want to join them, call us at 314-421-3020.
And welcome back. My guest is Stephanie Slideshow Crusoe. Stephanie, do you reach out to any community events and do you do anything in the community itself?
Oh, yes, we do. Slideshow love to share the passion of slide dancing with family, friends, and the community. Annually, we participate in the African Arts Festival out in Forest Park. We have worked with Girl Trek before, St. Louis Public Schools, back to school program. We've even danced at churches who would like for us to come to engage their members. And yes, we do have some gospel slides.
Sure. I also noticed that some kids, as early as 4 and 5 years old, are into slide dancing and line dancing. And some people old in the mid-80s and 90s and so forth, they all try to get up on the floor, do they not?
Yes, that is correct. Actually, Slideshow, my organization, we welcome children. So if you want to come and dance with us on Thursdays and you don't have a babysitter, bring your child. We're at a church, and so we love to have the children come. In my group, we have a grandmother and a youngster about 8 or 9 years old. They both come, and they both dance, and we just love it.
I was noticing on TikTok and also on YouTube and Twitter recently that some of the pastors actually include line dancing and slideshow in their sermons. Tell us a little bit about it if you know anything about it.
Well, I do know that the church is involved with their communities as well, and it's movement. It's celebrating the activities of your limbs, and that's a good thing. So our bodies are temples, and yes, we will dance.
Does people actually lose weight in some of your classes?
Well, let me tell you, when I first started, I lost about 15 pounds.
Wow.
But I don't do another physical activity, so after a while, you need to cross-train. So yes, slide dancing is something that you should include in your activities, but you should also do something else like weight training, things like that, body toning, and include the dancing as well.
Okay, so you actually use almost every part of your body when you're doing this, right?
Yes, that is true, and I like that it does not impact your spine and your knees as much because it's low impact.
Wow.
It's not a lot of jumping up and down, but it is a lot of movement that is beneficial.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming to talk with us today, Stephanie Slideshow Crusoe. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
And good luck, and we'll be looking for you. And I really appreciate all the stuff that you taught us and showed us today.
My pleasure.
You have a great day.
You
and I
as
want
well.
to thank each and every one of you also for supporting Reverend Larry Rice of the New Life Evangelistic Center. Our address is 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. And we're here at 63114. Come by. If you can, bring some clothing, bring some food, bring something to make sandwiches with, bring some hygienic items. We appreciate everything that you've done. Reverend Larry Rice has been here for more than 50 years doing this ministry from different locations. I'm Bernie Hayes. Have a great day. Stay safe. Take care of others.